Hey, it's Nick here with TRIJUICE, and I'm here with David Thompson, one of Minnesota's local triathletes, pros, and we're going to talk a little bit about the upcoming Lifetime Fitness Triathlon, which is set to take place next weekend. The urban race setting for the action-paced Lifetime Triathlon was rated in the top 10 urban races by Triathlete magazine last year. So David, will we be seeing you at the starting line on July 9th?
Oh yeah, definitely going to be there for the Lifetime race. I think this will be my 9th race I think I've done it. So I did it 1 year as an amateur and then 8 years as a pro.
And how was it racing as an amateur versus a pro?
It's actually, with the year I did it, it was a very competitive amateur field too. I think Andy Potts was there the year before he turned pro too. So it was a competitive race, and you know, it just bumps up to another level as a pro. You can't have any weaknesses.
The Lifetime Fitness Triathlon is probably the premier triathlon we have here in Minneapolis. Can you tell us what you like about the race? And you can't say because I like it because I can train on it all the time.
I actually don't train on it all the time. I rarely ride it, the course. So I preview it maybe once a year. But the best thing about it is I enjoy the bike course. It's very interesting, lots of corners, lots of technical corners where you can gain a little time over people that maybe take a bad line. So that part of it, and you never get to ride this bike course, from start to finish without having 100 and some stop signs. So that's all another nice part about it. And it's a run around a nice lake, nice park, great venue to have a race.
Cool. The race started off, it had the famous equalizer, Battle of the Sexes, that was on for several years, then they took it away. This year, the 10th anniversary, they're bringing it back. What do you think?
I don't think it'll hurt. I think it's good that they're going to try something new to, always spice things up, add a little flair to it, and give it a little different flavor each year. I don't know. The first year they did the equalizer, the money was huge, and like nothing in the sport triathlon had seen that much amount of money. So I don't know if it's going to change the dynamic until maybe the very end. But I think we'll see if the men will race the men for most of the race, and then maybe at the end, if someone's got a bigger lead, they'll start thinking about trying to pass the last woman, and then it all comes down to what the equalizer is set to.
You set the bike course record a couple years ago. I think you still have it. So do you like going out there in that type of format and just chasing them down?
No, it's always definitely interesting. And I think there was maybe a little more incentive after they had done it like 3 years in a row, and people kind of got used to it. So I don't know if there'll be some feeling out again this year as like, whether they should chase or not chase, or like how far the women are ahead. But, it can't hurt. I think it's always a good thing.
This race usually attracts a high number of newbie triathletes in the state of Minnesota and Minneapolis. What are some tips or advice that you could give the newbies who will be racing next Saturday?
It's going to be a long day, Lifetime. There's 2,000 people. I think transition opens up at like 4 a.m. or something like that, and Kevin O'Connor is there to work bike mechanic, and he always is so surprised that there's people waiting in line to get into transition at whatever it is, 3:45. I would say unless you can't sleep, I would wait and get in and just make sure your bike is ready, your tires are pumped up the day before, and just get a little extra rest. And if your wave or your start time isn't until 10 o'clock, that means, isn't until like 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, or if you're in one of the last waves, that just means you're going to be up for 4 hours before you even go off if you get there, before transition opens. So just one thing, just make sure you're prepared to go in the race, and don't allow so much time that you're waiting around for 4 hours.
Yeah, usually this race, it can get hot, so one of the things too is drinking.
Yeah, drink. Yep. So, if you are going to get there early and you want to watch, everyone go off or friends go off, just make sure you bring some water or Gatorade. So, if you eat at 3:30 in the morning, you want to have something, partway through, because you don't want to have nothing for 4 hours, go without water for 4 hours, especially if it's going to be warm, and it could be, since we've already had a couple 90-degree days this week.
Right. So the race is part of the Lifetime Fitness Triathlon Series Race at Toyota Cup. How many will you be racing the other races in the series?
I think Lifetime will be my 4th or 5th race. I think maybe Chicago is. So Chicago is the other one I have planned in Dallas.
Cool. Well, hey, congratulations today. We're at local triathlon here in Minnesota, Miniman, and good job, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.